What's going on, everyone? Alex Da Silva, Ruby Rose, happy as Larry Group. I hope you're well. How are you, Ruby? You doing well today? Yeah. Ruby's doing very well. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. And it's awesome, as always, to be here every day doing these videos, connecting with you guys, and just sharing little stories and hopefully little nuggets that can help you with your life, just to be able to help you move forward every single day, whether it helps you grow a little bit more, whether it helps you to change something. Hopefully that's what we're doing. And listen, your comments, your likes, your shares, growing this community, that's what this is all about. So please, as always, leave those comments and let me know what you think about the videos. And if you want me to talk about something in specific, that'll be fantastic. Like Ruby's still hungry. So today I am very keen to talk about communication. Communication is easy. We all talk to each other. And there is various ways of communication, right? Talking. Talk to each other. Well, I try to. She mumbles at me most of the time, but we get there in the end. We talk on the phone, we talk via email. Obviously now we have social media, which is so easy. There is instant messaging, so everything is so easy and so quick. Now, the big thing for me, and the reason I want to talk about communication, is from a perspective of when something isn't quite right, or you're struggling with something and you need to share something openly with somebody. That's the level of communication, isn't it, that we want to talk about today. And the reason being is, I went to speak yesterday. I was talking at a school, and it was an all-boys school, which Mr. Lion's back. And Mr. Lion, yeah. Which was very interesting, because I was in a room with 200 boys and we were talking, and obviously I was talking about my story and what happened with me. And then we had a little bit of time at the end for some questions. And it was incredible, some of the questions that came through. And I was really proud of them, because they were really smart questions and they were really meaningful questions, and they deserved a really good answer. And one of the kids in particular said to me, what did you do to kind of overcome all of your adversity? I was talking about my experience, what happened with me with my drinking, my using, and my addiction and everything else. And he says, what did you do? And everybody burst out laughing. Now, here's the thing. What they didn't hear was the real key in that question, which seems to be that I was the only person that heard what he said. He said to me, what did you do in order to stay clean and sober? And I heard it straight away. And once everybody quietened down, what I turned around and explained, I said, that's a fantastic question. I said, because I explained in my talk, and I had a little presentation, and I said, yes, I work a 12-step program, and I do other stuff like meditation, I do affirmations, I have a gratitude list, and I have various other things which I described. But what I explained is, what I do is I do it every single day. Every single day I have to do this stuff in order for me to stay clean, to stay strong, to stay fit, mentally, physically, spiritually. Yes. And what we have to do is we have to practice this stuff. But also, one of the things that is really, really key is about communication. I communicate with my mentor, with my sponsor, and I have a conversation with him on a daily basis. Sometimes it's via text, because I generally tend to do my kind of review of my day in the evening, but I still try to speak to him weekly, bi-weekly, just to kind of have a catch-up. I'm also mentor to other people, and they speak to me on a weekly basis, and we have a conversation, and we try to kind of be there for each other. And I'm not just saying, hey, how you doing, is everything okay? I'm talking from a really, really important perspective. When things are really, really hard, when things are tough, yes. When things are tough and people are struggling, and when they're struggling mentally, physically, or, and especially emotionally, amongst men, it's very, very hard for us to communicate. It's very easy to hide behind the phone. It's very easy to hide behind an email. Yes, or social media, you know, but the important thing where I found so much effect, and sometimes I can only speak to my guys on the phone, but what I do is I communicate verbally, really let them know what's going on for me, whether I'm struggling, whether I need some help. And the reason I want to bring it up is because I noticed with some of the boys there that we are kind of in a bit of a society where it's so easy just to hide behind Snapchat, Instagram, you know, LinkedIn, all the other forms of social media. And we don't want to lose the beautiful form of communication with one-to-one. And, you know, if you're in business, you understand how important that is, to be able to connect with somebody. It is no different when you're suffering. When things are good, we're so open and we really embrace, you know, being together. But when it seems that we're struggling with something, we just want to try and deal with it on our own. We seem to have this mentality where it's okay, I deal with this on my own, and we tend to take it to the grave sometimes. And the reason I want to share it is because communication is so important at all levels, every single level, but it is important, and it is important that we do it properly, that we're not hiding, that we're not, you know, just kind of giving you snippets of what's going on. And I wanted to share that because I saw yesterday the importance of my vulnerability and me communicating so openly to these young kids. They were, you know, year 9, so, you know, like, you know, 13, 14-year-olds, but it was 200 of them. And I kid you not, the room, you could hear a pin drop. And they listened because I was communicating openly. And I said to them, I'm treating you like young men. I'm treating you like brothers because I want you to understand that these are the choices that you can make. Yes, and by me communicating so openly with them, it gave them the real opportunity to think twice before they make a next decision. So I want to leave you with that, you know, and get you to think about, you know, if there is something that's going on, you know, if you are struggling with something potentially, yes, you're struggling with teething at the moment, aren't you, baby? You know, that you can communicate with somebody about it, that you can talk about it openly, and don't feel shame or embarrassment, or, you know, especially for men, it's that ego and that pride. Ego and pride is only going to get you one way, and it's further down into that hole. Yes. So, listen, have an amazing day, amazing afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Yes, and as always, what do we say? Be amazing, be fantastic, and be absolutely phenomenal. Listen, you deserve so much greatness. And yeah, Baba. So let's say goodbye to everyone. And listen, guys, have an amazing day. And thank you so much, as always, for listening, for being part of this, and for sharing. And I'll speak to you again very soon. Take care.